poppin'? This is Kay and you're watching another episode of Gains on Camera. Today I'm going to show you guys what exactly it is that I eat for my cut. Now, as I mentioned in my previous videos, I'm cutting right now, which means I'm trying to burn fat in my body and trying to maintain my muscle mass, right? So I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm eating that helps me cut the fat. I'm not going to show you guys the supplements just because I want to save that for another video maybe. But I'm just going to show you guys exactly what food that I'm eating. I'm dressed up right now because we're heading to Costco to pick up a few things, and yeah, essentially that's what we're doing. But first, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the chest and shoulder session I did earlier on today. And if you're wondering what this is, it's not an ad, by the way. This is coffee. I drink coffee a lot just because it increases my metabolism, which kind of gives me that like psychological kick to make me like feel like I'm burning more fat. I don't know if it actually works, but yeah, it helps. Listen, Costco is the plug. If you don't shop from Costco, I don't know what you're doing. Y'all gotta shop from Costco. It's pretty much cheaper to get shit from Costco just because you can get it in bulk and you kind of get like a discounted rate on whatever it is you get. So yeah, and yeah, Costco is a good place to find food in general, just because they have a large selection of stuff that you could actually buy. You know, yeah. So yeah, Costco is dope. If there's one thing you take away from this video, it's that Costco is dope.
Not sponsored.
Yeah. But first, we're gonna take a quick detour. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting Popeye's chicken. This is not a cheat meal, right? I'm literally just getting the chicken. It's high in protein, so that's good. And yeah, I like it. It's really good chicken, right? And I've earned it today, you know. Just in terms of how many calories I've actually eaten, I haven't had much to eat, so I could spare it, and that's exactly why I'm getting it.
Can you hold for a second, please?
No problem. You don't realize just how hungry you are until you're about to make an order and the guy's not there.
Hello, welcome to Popeyes. What can I get for you today?
Hi there. Could I have 6 pieces of chicken?
Sorry?
Could I have 6 pieces of chicken?
Sir, we don't have a 6-piece of chicken. We have an 8-piece of chicken, or you can take a 4-piece as a combo.
Actually, could I get 2 3-piece chickens, right?
Sorry, sir?
Could I get 2 orders of 3-piece chickens?
You can come to the window, please.
Thank you. That was harder than my workout. You don't necessarily have to deprive yourself of certain things when it comes to like eating when you're cutting, right? It's about counting how many calories that you're actually taking. So if this meal costs me about 1,000 calories, then I take that out of the number of calories I was supposed to eat for that day. If I ate McDonald's and it was like 2,000 calories, that would be it for my calories for the day. So like that would be the only meal I take. So yeah. Okay, so we're here. We're about to get some groceries from Costco, guys. This is the plug. This is the main plug. This is where I get like most of the shit that I eat. Okay, so we went to Costco and we're about to get a bunch of shit, but the line was crazy. Listen, coronavirus times, that's probably gonna happen to you too. You go to the store and like the line is a little too long. We weren't trying to wait, so I'll probably hit up Costco maybe the weekend. Right now, I still have enough stuff to actually show you guys what I've been eating, right? Because I'm not about to stop to death. And that's another thing you guys should know. It's just like, don't wait till the last minute for you to actually get your groceries, especially in these challenging times. Like, you may fuck around and find that like the store isn't open or everything is closed or some shit. So, you know, make sure to get your stuff in advance and, you know, keep enough stock that you can, that you don't run out and you're not desperate to actually get stuff. So I'm just gonna get a bunch of different stuff that I have here in the house that I've been eating on a day-to-day basis. Good. Okay, so this is most of it, right? This isn't all of it, just because, like I said, I had to get to the grocery store today, but couldn't because the queues were too long. What I'm missing from this place is eggs and I can't really think of anything. Off my head, shrimp. She's like mentioning stuff right now. You can say it out loud.
Like shrimp, bacon.
Bacon.
Yeah, what else? Like,
bacon from time to time. But
strawberries, grapes.
Strawberries, grapes, blueberries, and stuff like that. But yeah, so let me explain to you essentially what these do for my diet and what they do for my gut, one by one. Milk. Milk is so important. When I was a young kid, barely over the age of 8. Now listen, milk has been a really important part of my life for a very long time. I drink it because it's great. This is lactose-free milk, right? So it's got way more protein than regular milk for some reason. Yeah, so milk I use, you know, I could take a glass of milk with my food, or I use it for supplements, right? For shakes, which I'm not gonna talk about in this video. But yeah, milk is essential. Tortillas. These are really good. Listen, they're so delicious. I only had a taco for the first time in here, Canada, right? I never really had tacos back home in Zambia, but they're so delicious, man. Like, if you make them spicy enough, I would show you the spices, but I love way too many. But if you use like taco spice and put garlic in them and stuff, they taste really delicious. And there's a way that you can make this a little less taxing in terms of calories, because if you take the regular if you take the regular tortillas, it probably has way more calories than you need, right? So these are like whole grain, and they're slow digesting. So the whole grain stuff, which is, you know, why I have the sweet potatoes here, I have the potatoes right there, is because it's slow digesting. So it makes you feel full for longer, but it doesn't have as many calories, right? So that's very essential. If you want to stay full and you want to have less calories, get stuff like this, whole grain. Once I have one of these bad boys, I'm done for like a good 3 hours. Which is why I'm going to talk about this now. This is ground turkey, lean ground turkey. I was only introduced to this about 6 months ago, maybe less, I'm not sure. But this stuff is bomb, yo. Like, I put these bad boys in a pot or a pan, and I just like fry them for a while, and put a bunch of spices in them, and I take them as they are, right? I don't really mix them with a bunch of different stuff, especially not rice, because I wouldn't really be able to keep track of the calories in the rice properly if I did that. But yeah, when I do cook them, I use butter, right? So the butter is, it's like a good source of fat, right? Because I do need fat in my diet, and you guys should actually check how much, you know, macros and micronutrients that you need in your diet, because it's very important to be getting every single thing that you actually need. You need your carbs, and you need fats, and you need protein, right? A lot of people just focus on protein, which is what I used to do for a long time, and it wasn't working as efficiently as, you know, trying to actually get everything that I need in my diet. So this is a great source of fat. Keep track of it. I use like a tablespoon of fat of butter for pretty much like the meals that require like oil, but 1 tablespoon is about 35 calories, so it's actually not that bad. But yeah, so this, the ground turkey has quite a lot of protein. You could search it up, like literally, that's an essential part of my diet. I take this like every day, probably for lunch, and I take this with source of carbs. Eat your carbs. You guys are not eating enough carbs. I'm not, like I wasn't eating nearly enough carbs as I am right now. You know, way before, like when I was just like doing the Bros fitness program. Just, you know, going with protein and eating a bunch of nonsense. These are a great source of carbs for the reason I stated earlier. Slow digesting, makes you feel full for longer, not that many calories, but quite a lot of carbs. And I think there's a little bit of protein in them too. So yeah, invest in sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are really good for you. Same with Irish potatoes, right? I'm not really gonna, you know, drag the explanation, but Irish potatoes, sweet potatoes, pretty much the same thing in the sense that, you know, not that many calories for a good source of carbs and keeps you full for a very long time. Broccoli. Listen, I'm not a scientist. I have no idea why this is good for you. I just know that my mom made me eat this when I was younger, and I've been doing it ever since. She put the fear of God in me, so I decided vegetables were going to be an essential part of my diet. Mom, I'm eating my veggies. Okay? I'm eating all the veggies. These, I pretty much just put them on the, like they don't take that long to cook. It's actually one of the simplest veggies to cook, right? I come from an African family, and they complicate the shit out of veggies. Okay, they do like the wildest stuff. They mix ground nuts with, it's a whole thing. But with these, I just put salt, pepper, I, you know, kind of boil it, steam it, actually. I steamed it on the pot for about, 10, 15 minutes, and I'm good to go. I eat. That's pretty much what I eat. So I have a little bit of this with like my meals sometimes. It's not all the time. I don't really like veggies that much. Like I said, I was brainwashed as a kid, so I kind of have to eat these from time to time to know a bit about myself. Avocados, right? Avocados are a great source of fat and other vitamins. They have omega-3, which is really good for you, especially if you're like bodybuilding. And yeah, so this is a great source of fat. Put these in your diet. They're really good too. I didn't really like them at first. I thought they were just like, you know, bland food, but I'm starting to like them more and more. So yeah. What else do we got here? Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is not the best when it comes to like feeling full for the longest period of time, just because it digests easily in your stomach. But it's got a very large amount of protein for you know, very little calories. 100 calories of this has 18 grams of protein. And if you even have like 100 calories of this, it feels like very little. I have this for breakfast, especially right before I work out. So right before I work out, I'll have something that's high in protein and, you know, have a little carbs, just because I need that energy and I need that protein right before I work out, and I need something to digest really quickly. If a lot of you are like me, you don't like working out when you feel full, right? So I don't like working out on a full stomach. It just like, it's distracting. I feel tired, so I take this bad boy like before I work out. It's a good pre-workout in a sense. I still wait a little after I take it, right? I'll probably wait like an hour. By the time I'm working out, maybe an hour 30, 2 hours. But still, it's a great source of protein that easily digests in your stomach. Another thing is oats, right? So sometimes I'll put this bad boy in here, right? Just because it's a great source of carbs, or I'll make smoothies with it. I'll probably mix this with the smoothie just because it's great. It tastes great, and it's a great source of fiber and carbs, right? Listen, you need to get the connect because frozen fruit is where it's at. I again only discovered frozen fruit very recently. I know, I'm terrible. My diet basically consisted of like baked beans and a bunch of nonsense. But yeah, so this is great. This is another slow digesting carb, and it's got a bunch of other good stuff in it. So if you look up why oatmeal is actually really good for you, especially if you're bulking or you're cutting even, listen, you're gonna hear a lot of good things about oatmeal. A lot of people use it for their fitness goals. It's definitely a great source of carbs. That's pretty much all I know. I just use it for carbs essentially. But it's got that unique quality of being something that's good for cutting and good for bulking all at the same time. So I think I've pretty much run through everything here. Bananas, bananas are great. Listen, they help with I think muscular contraction, if I'm correct. And I take them with the Greek yogurt like right before I work out. And I usually have some other source of fruit. Blueberries, these are done. I wonder who eats all the blueberries. If you see my previous video, you know who. But yeah, but I put the blueberries in the yogurt. Sometimes I have strawberries, sometimes I have grapes, and just different stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just mix it up. But yeah, so this is pretty much everything I eat. I deliberately didn't show you guys like the actual meals, just because I think that'd be a good video for another time. But essentially, this is the stuff that I buy. The only thing that's missing here is eggs and bacon, which you don't need. I eat bacon sometimes because it's a good source of fat, and it tastes amazing, right? I eat baked beans sometimes, but I wouldn't really advise it because it's just not efficient when it comes to calories. I'd just rather not like have that on a regular basis. But this is everything, guys. Yeah, this is pretty much where it's at. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you've been watching Games on Camera, please like. I really appreciate it when you guys like my stuff. Share it to people you think that could really use this information. Subscribe to my channel. My subscriptions are going up. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much for watching Games on Camera. Fuck these are crazy.
Going up or honey done?
The guy was just like, nah, B. It was like, nah, bro.
Not today. Not today.
Calm down, calm down.